Centering is the foundation of every pot. You can't make a pot if your clay is not centered. Well, you can make a pot, but it's not a nice one. I'm going to tell you 5 things that are going to make your centering a lot easier. As I said, there are 5 things you need to know to help with your centering. So number 1 is soft clay. I like to work with a nice, this is easily moved around. If you're fighting with a ball of hard clay, it's just that you're fighting with a ball of hard clay. No one likes to fight. So I like my clay to be nice and soft. As I get older, my clay does get softer. And I'm working on a wooden bat. So I'm just going to have a moist wooden bat. I just prefer a bat over the wheel head. And so I'm going to put the clay in the middle. I'm just going to make just kind of a line on the bat. There's kind of middle. And I'm going to put my soft clay in there, but before I put it down, I'm just going to roll it a little bit. And I see I get a rounded bottom. That when I put it on the wheel head, it doesn't trap any air. I don't have any air bubbles under there. So I'm going to put it down with a bit of attitude. There's my circle. Number 2, before you start making anything or putting your hands on your clay, make sure that you are comfortable. I like to sit sort of on the edge of the chair. I like to sit this distance away. Everyone has different thigh bone lengths, and you got to find a place where it feels right for you, where you're not too tall, you're not too short, you're just right. And then I'm going to put my elbows on my knees. When my hands come together, that's the right place for me. So you want your elbows comfortably on your knees and your hands together. And then when you're working, your hands are joined, and I call it the triangle of strength. So number 3, so we have soft clay, we're comfortable. Number 3, we have to get some water on there. It has to be slidey all the time. The water keeps it lubricated and the clay moves easily under your hands. So then it's all slidey. Now we have to start working toward the middle, and that's number 4 is even pressure. I'm going to push the clay up right in the middle. So the end of my bone here is going to go right in the middle of the clay. So I'm going to have as much clay on this side as I have on that side, and that bone is going to push up. And you can see where it's dirty just right there. And then the other even pressure is this fat thing under my little finger. It's going to cut it in half, and it's going to push down that way. So then I'm going to go so up and down. And number 5, that's as important. I just thought of 2 more. Okay, number 5, week 6 and 7 are coming. Number 5 is important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some movement. I'm going to push the clay up and push the clay down and push the clay up. But it's a gentle dance between your hands. As one hand is pushing up, the other one is still applying pressure and pushing down, just less. And so it's a gentle dance of easy pressure on, easy pressure off. Because if you're centering and take your hands off quickly, it goes right off center. So we get some movement up and down and up and down with pressure right in the middle. It has nowhere else to go. People often like to cone for movement, and coning just means you squish it up. And again, it's even pressure. I'm just squeezing it between this palm and that palm, and I like to kind of pull that arm that way toward me. But I'm going to push in the middle and pull it up. Be careful not to catch any schmutz in there. And so you can pull it up. Again, even pressure. Don't take your hands away. Quickly. And then you want to push it down. You don't want to push it straight down because you'll get a mushroom. Just bend it over gently. But as I bend it over, I'm still pushing down with that part and supporting with that bone right there. So I'm just going to push it down into the palm of my hand. So as I said, I thought of 2 more ideas. Number 1 is breathe. I used to teach a lot of night classes, and people would be centering and they'd be focusing and they wouldn't breathe. I was afraid they're going to fall over, so breathe. And number 7 is have fun with it. Don't sweat it. People get all upset about centering. You're playing in the mud. Push it down, push it up, keep it slidey, have fun. Anyway, so that's centering. If you like the tips on how to make your centering easier and you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos by me, please hit subscribe. If you have any comments, I'd love to hear from you, and leave them in the comment section. And thanks ever so much for watching.